Did you like the Brady Bunch?
Of course. How could you not? Pork chops and applesauce.
Yeah, pork chops and applesauce.
Dude, love the Brady Bunch.
You know what's funny? As long as I've lived in LA, I've yet to go to that Brady house.
No, neither have I. I know. Watch this. I've been told it's in Sherman Oaks.
Yeah.
And then every now and then someone says it's
Studio
in
City is City. Yeah.
Oh, see that?
Yeah. And
No,
then,
I never been to it.
And then apparently they right now they got a thing going where it looks just exactly like it, and you can pay to take the tour and get your photo in the
you go
living room
inside,
and
yeah.
see the stairs. And
Oh, wow.
everything.
Okay. Yeah. That might be a funny. Yeah,
That'd be kind of
take
cool.
a photo.
Yeah, it's on Instagram. You could do
Yeah.
it.
Sam.
Sam the Butcher.
Alice.
Yep, the maid. God, that's so funny.
Yeah.
The collective memory that we
They
have
just
of that.
all and the happy days. They were all so important.
I
You
know.
know, it's like the next day at school, you talked about happy days.
I know.
Walking Mindy.
Right. Oh my
Nanu,
gosh, how
nanu.
great was that? Yeah, these were big cultural things. I remember walking to school and there was a poster of Mork, Robin Williams, in this one apartment building. Like it was like a full 6 foot cutout, and we'd always walk by and it looked like his eyes were following you, and it was like wow, there's Mork. Oh no, oh Mork calling Orson, come in Orson. Oh,
Did you ever meet him?
I did twice. I got to meet Robin twice.
Was he friendly to you?
Very friendly. Once at the Holy City Zoo in San Francisco, and I was too nervous to really carry the conversation. And the second time I met him was at the Hollywood Improv, and it was in 2007. And he asked if he could, if it would be okay if he went before me,
Right.
to do some time. Just to be polite. Of course he could do it. He goes, would it be okay? I mean, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it, And
Nice.
and he went up, and it was weird. I had the dual thoughts because part of me is like watching, a legend, Robin Williams. I loved it. He's when people say which comedians did you like growing up, he was the guy. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. See, for me, it was Richard Pryor and Stern.
Yeah, I mean Eddie Murphy for stand-up comedy.
Eddie
Murphy for me comedy, but Robin Williams just as an actor, I just loved Robin
he's
Williams.
a great
and,
actor.
I just thought he was so I loved it, man. Mork and Mindy is so funny, and the way he would sit down on his head and just the whole thing. I just liked him so much as an actor, and I watched him and I was thinking oh damn, I'm next, so. But you know what though, he wasn't that night. He wasn't the full blown it wasn't like that. It was more like just talking things through, getting things out. And I know it was 2007 because he said. This is the first time I'd heard this. He goes, well, and the Mayan calendar says the whole thing ends in 2012. Right? So remember, that was a big deal. Remember in 2012, they said that the world's going to end. Yeah. The Mayan calendar, it doesn't go past that year. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, that's 5 years away. You know, and obviously we've blown past that, but it's, does it ever trip you out and think, man, it's 2026?
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, today's my wedding anniversary. I got married 38 years ago, and it seems like last week. It really is scary. Yeah, it's too when you see your credit card.
Yeah.
And the expiration date is 2030.
Wow. Yeah.
And then you go, wait a minute, I graduated high school in 82.
Wow.
It's starting
I know.
Yeah, and now I hate to say it, we're the old people. When our parents die, we're the old people.
Yeah, it's like this assembly line and
God plucks every last one of us in a very unusual way.
But you think about that year though, right? It's for the longest time, I would just do you'd write a date, you just put 91, or the date was 96. And then I remember when it was 2000, it felt weird to put 00. I just didn't do it. So I'd write the whole thing out.
You want to hear a funny story about dates?
Yeah.
I was a New York City transit cop in the subway in 1987. I was a rookie. And the summons for the person's birth date only had 2 boxes for the year. You follow? So Lenny Torricelli hands in a summons for a guy that beat the turnstile, jumped over the turnstile. And the next day they pull him and they say, hey, dude, you wrote that this guy that jumped the turnstile was born in 90. That's 2 years from now. He goes, no, he was born in 1890.
Oh, wow.
That's a true story. He wrote 100-year-old guy or something.
Wow. Yeah. Just let the guy go, man.
No, of course. I'm saying that's obviously. But I'm saying.
Wow.
And watch this. You're probably not going to believe this. When I was still alive, when I was alive as a kid, a person that was born into slavery had passed away. So in my life, there was a slave still alive. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Wow. Did they work at Jersey Mike's?
No, you on my way?
Yeah. You want my
What? You on my way? Dude, I'm sorry. You on my way?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's I remember I met this lady that was 113 years old. She was
Really?
113, yeah. And I was asking her questions, and dude, it was funny. She was really sharp and kind of grumpy. Like I was like, yeah, I probably should just talk to her like normal, but I was fascinated with
Right.
it. And this is about 16 years ago.
I did a radio show.
Wait, real
with-
quick before do the math. What's 113 plus 16? That's 129.
Right.
So what's 129 years ago? Like
Well,
1897.
yeah, something like
Something like that. You guys do the math at home. But anyways, so I go, wow. So I was just looking at her going, wow, she's been around before airplanes. She's seen airplanes.
Right.
Like, what's it like? I was just trying to like have this conversation like you've seen so much. And now we have like AI or whatever, but we didn't have AI yet. And I asked her about the plane thing. I go, wow, you remember when it was like with covered wagons and then cars and then airplanes? I go, well, is it weird to see like an airplane? And she goes, my brother was a pilot.
that.
I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Yeah.
I did a talk show with Henny Youngman. He was very old. And then I did a stand-up gig with Phyllis Diller. I don't want to drop names. You know who it was? It was me, Barry Katz, Dom DeLuise. I don't want to drop names. The big fat guy that died, Ralphie May,
I love Dom DeLuise, by the way.
and
Yeah.
Phyllis Diller.
Wow.
Yeah, what a crew.
Was Dom really nice? Was he cool?
No, he sat off in the corner, and where me, Barry Katz, Phyllis Diller, and Ralphie May,
Yeah.
we're all kind of just trying to mix it up and bag on each other. He sat all the way off in the corner.
Wow.
Yeah. Same with I flew a private jet for a Miss Congeniality thing, and Candice Bergen sat all the way in the back.
Yeah.
And didn't talk to any of us.
Wow.
Yeah. But
where did the plane go? Did you guys go to Epstein Island?
That's funny. We went from. Did you know there's a second airport at Burbank? It has a different name. Did you know that?
I heard about it. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Probably-
flying.
yeah.
I check in at Burbank, and the guy looks
Yeah.
up and goes, "You're at the wrong airport."
Oh.
And my heart sank because I had a half hour.
You're thinking LAX?
He goes, "No,
Yeah.
it's called whatever. Ba ba ba.
Yeah.
It's a quarter of a mile that way."
Right.
So we flew from that airport, which is technically Burbank, to Austin, Texas, to do the table read.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because somebody had told me they're like, yeah, you should try this other airline, and it wasn't Southwest and it wasn't American, but it's at the Burbank airport. So I figured it was.
Yeah, it's like it's right next door, but it's like a different
I figured that's
gate.
kind of like I know the whole airport's huge. We're like,
But I will tell you this: that's the only time I ever flew private, as we say. You know, I'm a star. They don't check you; they don't pat you down. So everyone has marijuana on them.
Wow.
Everybody. It's like,
And then you
even
just
if
park-
you don't smoke it, it's like, you know,
you got it.
You have an
and
inside
you park,
secret.
you just park your car like
you
just
park
right there.
right, and you walk to the plane.
Dude, that must be so nice.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Wow. But by the way, dude, the Albuquerque gig was amazing. The casino. Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
I got to hit up my guy.
They picked me up from the airport. They had a black car service. Your hotel is right there in the casino. Your top floor. You just literally go out your room, elevator, walk through, bam, you're there. Anything you want to. It's just all the food was fantastic. It was like
Being a stand-up comedian is the only job on earth where you could live like a millionaire and make $60 grand a year.
you could especially if you have roommates and
I'm saying just
Yeah.
the travel, the way they treat you
Yeah.
nice. We do get to see the world.
Dude, I remember when I was younger and you have the roommates, but you're like you said, your name's on the marquee, food, drinks.
Dude,
just
when I tell the
nice
audience,
hotels.
and when you do this for
Yeah.
35 years, you go to a lot of strange places. As you can put aside casinos, birthday parties, biker conventions, funerals. I tell the audience I did 2 shows in Hong Kong. It's a communist country, and I'm a schmuck from Long Island. I've been to Alaska 5 times, and I just did the Hells Angels headquarters in their headquarters. You know what I mean? It's street cred.
Yeah, it's wild.
And you know what Jay Leno said? You can't